With that, I'm starting to record now. All right. Okay. So, can you hear me clearly, class, huh?
Yes po.
All right,
Yes
let's
po.
start. Okay, so today, no, we're going to proceed with the discussion of ending punctuation. This is one of the easiest punctuation, no? Aside from the commas, yung commas medyo technical, specifically the colon and semicolon, right? No? So, what is the learning objectives of these topics? Number one, to articulate the types of sentences. Ayon. Before, para malaman ninyo kung ano yung specific ending punctuation. Kasi, pag sinabi nating ending punctuation, no, it actually informs us that the sentence is already finished, and then it promotes, or should I say it is already a complete thought, okay, no? So that's why you have to articulate first the types of the sentences, kasi the moment that you would know, or pag nalaman mo na yung different types of sentences, alam mo na kung anong ending punctuation, alright, na gagamitin mo. Okay, then next, to apply the principle of ending punctuation, kasi may kanya-kanyang principle ito. Okay, so with that, let's proceed. Sino ba ang nag-advance reading? So actually we could name at least three, no, purposes or importance of ending punctuation. Anyone from the class? All right,
Sir
Tagaban.
Tagaban po.
Yes,
Ano
proceed.
po yung importance of end punctuation is it conveys the emotion accompanies to a sentence.
Very good. It conveys, no, what emotion, or it conveys the emotion, no, accompanies to a sentence. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na, for example, accompanies a sentence. Ayan. Kasi, di ba, we have this, what we call the, for example, expression of enthusiasm, grief, no, strongly stated emotion. Let's say, for example, no, if you are giving a command wherein, for example, don't let the cat get in the house, no? So the modulation of your voice is higher, or the tone of your voice is a bit higher than your normal voice, just like that, no? Kaya may kaakibat ito. So for example, if you are also giving a greetings of happy birthday, 'di ba? You are happy to greet her or him. Kasi born day niya. Kaya it should be an exclamation point, no? So one thing for sure, if you are not hearing the voice of a person who are talking, no, malalaman mo kung anong emotion yon, no, through that ending punctuation, okay? Kaya nga napaka selan or sensitive tayo the moment that if we are going to read a sentence, no, or a group of words, no, wherein there's no punctuation, kasi hindi natin makikita or malalaman kung ano yung emosyon, no? Kaya nga hindi tayo dapat nagja-judge the moment that you are going to read a sentence. Baka kasi um we could be able to read it in our own way, but iba naman yung interpretation ng nag-send sa'yo ng message na yon. So, that is correct. Thank you, Tagaban. Number two,
Sir?
yes, Bitangkol. Who's that? Yes. Pasensya na sa boses ko, parang ano, no? Yes, who's that? Proceed. Tell me your surname. Hello? Ayun, Erenyo.
To know the proper way in reading the sentence po.
Very good. No, to it informs us, or actually it informs us, or it informs, no, the proper way of reading the sentence. Okay? Kasi as we all know, no, we could not be able to read a sentence if it is not a complete thought. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin nun? We have this so-called phrase, right? Pag sinabing phrase, it has no subject and a verb, alright? So most probably it starts with a preposition. Ano ba yung mga preposition na yon? Number one, ang preposition, ang definition nito is actually a connecting word, or it could be a prepositional phrases, no, wherein it connects a group of words. Now, for example, at the table, in the table. It could be a word as well, no, above, no, off. It's just like that, no. It connects the subject, no, plus the verb, and then at the same time it connects the group of word to, or the rest of the predicate. It's just like that, 'di ba? No? If we are going to read an incomplete sentence, hindi natin malalaman yung complete thought. no? Malalaman din natin yan soon after all the reviews of your lessons in your blue book. All right? Thank you so much. Then number 3,
Sir?
yes. Who's that? Alais, ano is that? Ayaso, Carissa.
Yes po. It is also informs us that the sentence is already finished.
Yes, as simple as that, no? It informs, no, that the sentence is already finished, no? Panapos siya, kaya nga ending punctuation. The word itself, no, is already finished. Tapos na, wala ka nang idadagdag doon. But in most case, we are talking about here a simple sentence. But if we are talking about a compound sentence, no, wherein it is a combination of two or more independent clauses, but as long as it is gives additions or information to the first independent clause. Ano ba yung independent clause? Yung sugnay na nakapag-iisa, 'di ba? Most probably for us to be able to express further or inform further the reader, 'di ba? Nagbibigay ka ng additional information. Ayun lang 'yon. So most probably if we're talking about a simple sentence, no, it informs us that the sentence is already finished. Tapos na siya. Panapos. Kaya nga siya ending punctuation. Thank you so much for your participation. With that, let's proceed with the different types of sentences. All right? Who's my class representative?
Avenido po.
Ayun, Avenino, please take note yung sa mga nag-recite, ha? Alright? Okay. So, let's proceed with the types of sentence. Anyone who could define what a declarative sentence means?
Sir, ako po.
Sir?
Who's that?
Tagaban. Tagaban po.
Tagaban, may points ka na eh. Yung iba naman.
Sir, ako na lang po.
Ikaw
Sir,
na.
ako po.
Sino? Dagli. Alright, Dagli. Let's define what ayun. Kasi napagod na to kagabi. Sorry Nagaano na naman yung tablet ko. Alright. Hold on, class Ayun. Alright. So, let's proceed first with the definition of declarative sentence and what specific ending punctuation are we going to use kapag once na ang pinag-uusapan natin ay declarative sentence.
Sir,
Yes, Dagli. Go ahead.
period po yung yung ending punctuation, and declarative sentence is simply statements that rely information. It can be simple, complex, or compound sentence.
Alright, very good. So, declarative sentence, as you could see, declare. No, the word itself, declaring some things, no? Like what Dagli mentioned, no? It is, or we are talking about here, it relays an information, that is correct. And then another one, it actually states a fact or opinion. Anong ibig sabihin nun? For example, when we say we are stating a fact or you are stating a fact, for example, Jose Rizal is our national hero, period. Because from the very beginning, no, the moment that Jose Rizal has been inaugurated as our national hero, hindi naman siya napalitan. That is a general truth. And then another thing, when we're talking about science, di ba? The science, the sun sets in the east and the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, no? Hindi naman nagpalit 'yun na nabago ang ating movement of the universe na wherein yung araw no lumubog sa east tapos na lumitaw sa west, no? Hindi 'yon. It can never be changed. That is actually a general truth or a fact. So if that's the case, no? We are going to put a period at that point. So simple as that, no? So actually, your cue is a statement. All right, no? Relay info. Okay, so states a fact. As simple as that. All right? Yun lang yan. All right. Okay. Let's proceed with the imperative sentence.
Ako sir.
Sino yan?
Ferrero, sir.
Ako po, Bitangkol.
Bitangkol. All right.
Imperative sentence usually end with a full stop, but under some circumstances, they can end with a note of exclamation.
All right. Okay. So, most probably, any additional with the definition and then what
Sir,
else?
ako po.
Okay.
Ferrera po.
Lucinario.
Ferrera. Okay, proceed.
Imperative sentence is used to make a command or a direct instruction.
All right. Okay. So much for that. Thank you so much. So sabi kanina ni Bitangkol, no? It ends with a full stop. That is correct. And sometimes it ends with an exclamation point. No, later on i-differentiate natin 'yan. Number one, ang sabi ng last it's Pereira if I'm not mistaken, right? No? Sabi niya, no, number one, ang imperative sentence, no, it gives commands or actually nag-uutos siya. Tapos it is also informs a direction or actually points a direction. Okay? It could also express a light request. Ito yung kala natin na nagtatanong, but this is actually a request from somebody else, no? Ano yung pinaka determiner natin dito? If there is a presence of the modal word will and then the polite word which is the please. Ayan yon, malalaman natin if it is a request, if there is a presence of modal will, and then the polite request, please. Aside from that, no, it's actually pointing direction. Okay? So, most probably, those are types of the imperative sentences. So, kapag once na, if actually there is a strong emotion, no, or we are talking about enthusiasm, exaggeration, grief, no, that's the time it ends with an exclamation point, no. With that, we could be able to explain, no, what exclamative sentence is. So one thing for sure, we're going to use an exclamation mark. Ito kasi class, yung exclamative sentence, very, ano siya, sparingly used. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya masyadong ginagamit. But if excuse me, if you are a technical writer, like what I have said nga, and same with in the group chat, no, kaso nga lang, pag mabilis tayo mag-type, hindi na natin to nagagamit, no, pag we are talking about technical writing, no, if you are really into giving an expressions, no, or emphasizing the emotion of your writings, no, the setup of your writings, one thing for sure, this is very important. Kaya nga siya tinawag na sparingly used, hindi na to masyadong nagagamit. Okay? So, most probably, siguro pag nagbasa kayo ng mga Wattpad ninyo, merong mga, should I say, book series, no, wherein this is this is always being used. Alright? So, exclamative, it is actually an exaggeration, no? Enthusiasm, just like that. Tapos, grief, it's just like that. Ayan mostly ang pinaka types of that one or para ma-determine natin dyan. With that, let's define the last one, which is the interrogative sentence.
Ako po, sir, Farilyon.
Parilyon. Alright.
Interrogative sentence simply defined as to ask the questions and it ends with a question mark.
Alright, so it ends with a question mark. So to ask a question, actually, meron ditong cue para hindi kayo malito. Kasi there are types of sentence na wherein kala natin it is actually a question, no? But it starts with the third person who are the speaker of the sentence. Ano yung pinaka-cue natin doon? Thank you, Farilon, but that is correct. No? The word itself, interrogative, interrogating, no? Asking question. Ano yung pinaka-cue nyo na dapat ito question mark to?
WH po.
WH questions
And then,
po.
very
WH
good.
question.
So, one thing for sure, that is DQ.
Direct question.
Very good,
Yes po, asking direct
Agustin.
question.
So, that is asking a direct question and then there is a presence of the WH questions or the interrogative pronoun. No? Interrogative pronoun. Now, we're talking about the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Alright, it is a direct question. Okay, direkta yung sinasabi. Not unlike mamaya, makikita nyo, meron tayong types of indirect question. If that's the case, ang gagamitin natin ay still period because that is not a direct question. Number 2, that is actually the rulings of the ending punctuation. Alright? So, with that, alam na natin yung different types of sentences so we could be able to put the right ending punctuation. So, wag na tayong malilito before kasi hindi natin alam yung hindi tayo familiar, no, with the difference of declarative and imperative sentence. Kala natin yung imperative sentence is a question. But since there is a cue already na wherein there is a presence of will and please, and alam na natin na it has a types of, for example, a light request, giving a command, no, giving an advice, yan pa pala, importante, giving an advice, that is an imperative, that is not actually an act of questioning. Okay? Tapos, we have the exclamative sentence, most probably, yung mga interjections na, oh, wow, just like that, yikes, yung mga ganyan. Alright? So, with that, let's start with an example. Let's check kung tama ba ang paglagay ko ng ating ending punctuation on example. Number 1. Anyone? Jose received a degree in computer science, period. Is that correct? Let's identify what type of sentence, tapos ano yung correct punctuation. Yes, Tagaban.
Sir, ano po? Declarative po sa degree. Ay, declarative in period.
Alright, declarative, tapos period, because what is your cue? Ano yung pinaka-explanation mo? Because
Yung-
it's,
Ano po kasi sir, kahit ano pong hindi po mababago yung batang dito.
so it is
Yung
a
sen-
letter G and T. Ano yan? Ano yan? It is, so kung hindi siya mababago, same with you, kapag gumraduate ka ng office administration degree, no, it will never be changed. Oh, it is a,
Nakalimutan.
o kapag mahal ka ng boyfriend mo, oh, anong tawag nun? Oh, ayun ang,
Give and take.
Desire.
ah?
Desire po.
Hindi
Desire.
desire. Give and take. Ano yun? O, kanyari na lang. O, si
Sir,
Agustin,
nakalimutan ko yung
si Agustin ay gwapo. O, si Tagaban ay maganda. O, kung malakas ang confidence. General truth. Ayun ang katotohanan.
Ayun.
Ano ba yan?
Ayun po, sir.
That is a general truth. That is a fact,
Opo.
no? Kapag naniniwala
Opo.
kang gwapo si Agustin, that is a fact. No, it will never be changed. At maganda si Tagaban at mahal ka ng jowa mo or ng boyfriend mo, that is a fact. I'm just stating a fact. Kaya nga may mga elite dyan, no? I'm just stating a fact. It's just like that. Very good. So, it is a declarative, no? And then you have to put it a period. Very good. So, wag malilito sa ganyan. Madali lang naman ang declarative sentence eh. Mostly ito yung ginagamit natin palagi. Ito, oh. Do not be confused with the format of the sentence. Anyone? Number 2.
Sir,
Amor po.
Dudley
Sino
po.
Ferreira po.
Ferreira naman. Alright.
Sir, tama po na tuldok lang kasi it is an imperative.
Sentence. And then,
Apo.
because, explanation,
Kasi po nagko-command po siya.
very good. Kasi, ano pa lang yung pinaka-cue mo dito, di ba? Sabi, tell her. No? Sabihin mo nga sa kanya kung ano yung nakita. No? It is not actually a direct questioning, no? Sabi niya gano'n, nag-uutos siya. Tell her what you saw. Sabihin mo nga kung ano yung nakita niya or sabihin mo kung ano yung nakita mo. Just like that, no? So, one thing for sure, since this is an imperative sentence, we end this one in a period or a full stop. Period or full stop is actually your it is your cue. All right? So class ha, do not forget na every ending punctuation in your letters memo, no? Pero sa emails kasi hindi na to na observe. I don't know kung ano kasi 'di ba ano na siya defaulted na. So most probably every ending of punctuation ha, dapat 2 spaces yun na ay spacing 1 2 tapos saka kayo mag-start ng panibagong sentence or first word. Okay? Gets yon? What I'm talking about is, for example, I am beautiful. Okay? So, period. Tapos, 1, 2, space. Yung pag kunyari, pag sa typewriter, no? 1, 2, space. O kaya pag sa, dito sa computer, space bar. 1, 2, space bar. That's the time kayo mag-start ng sulat ninyo, no? I am beautiful, I am sexy. Period. Okay? So, gets yun, ha? Ayun yung pinaka-ruling dyan, ha? Okay? So, sa civil service exam nyo, no, the moment that you're going to end a punctuation, no, you have to put two spaces, no, spacing, no, before you proceed with the next sentence. All right, thank you so much. Then proceed with the third example. How about the third
Sir, ako po.
example?
Yambaw, sir.
Sir, ako po.
Yambaw po.
Yambaw. All right, sige. Wait lang yung aircon ko.
Imperative sentence po.
Yes, what is your
Because
cue?
yung please po, it express likely request.
All right, and then this is actually a courteous, no, and light request kasi there is a word please, no. So most probably, this is not nag-uutos, no. Most probably this is a request, no. Please send a copies to Elaine Brooks, or kapag medyo mahinhin yung magsasalita, no. Please send a copies to Elaine Brooks, or will you please, just like that, no. Mag-start pa siya ng will, no. The modal word will, no? So, if that's the case, you're going to end it with a period, okay? So, this is a period. This is a period. This is again a period. All right. Okay, so this one, medyo tricky itong is example sa practice. Do not promise then you can fulfill. Hindi ko nilagay ang ending punctuation. Let's check nga. Anyone?
Sir
Shaira?
Aguilar.
Sige.
Ano
Aguilar.
sir, period. Tapos imperative.
Bakit?
Kasi po nagbibigay siya ng advice o order from the
Very
word do not.
good. Exactly. This is an advice. Sabi niya, katulad ni Agustin, no? Agustin, wag ka daw magpa-promise sa isang babae na hindi mo naman tutuparin, di ba? Do not promise more than you can fulfill. So, maybe, itong tao na to, no? If that's the case, no? Na wherein kapag nagsabi niya sa isang salita, no? Walang word of honor. Ayun yung tinatawag, no? So, this is actually an imperative sentence. All right? So, looking good. This one. Number 2 example. Anyone?
Sir,
Who's that?
Sir.
Rodriguez po.
Rodriguez. Sige, go ahead.
Question mark po.
Question mark?
Yes po.
All right. Why?
Because you're asking a request po. Parang something na inuutusan mo po siya na mag-send ng copies to Michael Jordan.
Ayun.
Michelle Jordan pala.
If that's the case, no, any who could be able to any contesting or magko-contest with regards to the definition of Albert, if it is a question mark.
Sir, ako po.
Ano? Okay. Who's that? Albert, happy birthday,
Thank you po.
Birthday ni Albert yata yesterday ba yon, Albert?
Kahapon po.
Okay, 21 na kayo, buti pa kayo.
HBD.
You're still at
Happy
at your
birthday.
20s, no?
Happy birthday.
Oo nga. Pero sabi
Salamat
nila
po.
life starts at 40s. Wala pa ako sa 40s, 31 pa lang ako. So magpo-40 na ako. Nakakaloka. So anyways,
Hindi halata, sir.
ay talaga ba? Naku, bola-bola ka naman siguro pagtapos
Nambola
din.
pa.
Pagtapos
Plus
ng
point daw siya,
semester,
sir.
no?
Plus
Plus point. Dahil dyan, no point.
Recitation din daw yun.
Arrestation. So anyways, so much for that. So, will you send 2 copies to Michael Jordan? Again, I don't know. I have checked this one also in our Grammarly, no. Most probably it actually corrects me, no, that it should be what you call this? You have to put a question mark. But I have checked several books, no. I have a UP books here, and then also this one, the from James Chapman, and then I've also checked references to any other English books, and then here in Miss Civil Service book, no. If that's the case, hindi ko alam kung bakit ganun ang default ni Grammarly. It is correcting me as I need to put a question mark after I have put this kind of sentence, no. But most probably I will agree to the books, no, whatever the book has said, kasi ito mga several authors, no, hindi natin alam kung sino ang gumawa ng Grammarly, though it will help us, right? Kasi ginagamit ko din naman siya kapag once na nagbibigay ako sa inyo ng information. But most probably, if that's the case, no, lagi lang natin tatandaan if there is a modal word will, no, this is actually an imperative sentence because this is it is a type of sentence wherein it is a request, no? Kasi pag nakita mo naman dito, will you send 2 copies, no? Siguro ang gustong i-inject ni Grammarly, no, it is how parang how are we going to put an intonation, no? Or the modulation of your voice, na wherein, for example, will you send 2 copies to Michael Jordan? No, that is actually a request eh. Not unlike na, will you send 2 copies to Michael Jordan? Just like that. So parang tinatanong mo sa kanya, no? It depends, no? Kaya siguro ang binibigay ni Grammarly, question mark. Kasi, let's check ah. Na ano ko na din to. Chinek ko siya.